By the end of this video, you will be able to build your very own automated sales assistant in n8n, the one that writes professional HTML sales emails, personalizes them for every lead. No more manual drafting, no more copy pasta. Just smart, automated outreach that works while you sleep. First thing first, let's discuss the design doc one more time before we jump into the implementation. All we are trying to do here is we have a mechanism to call the lead information, the first name, last name, email, and product of interest. So once we have that information, what we're trying to do is we are trying to customize the pricing for that person or the lead. Then the lead is now in our record, so we can customize special sales email for them saying, hey, you can get this discount or custom pricing and custom features offering for them. We will also manage the status of our lead communication and conversion flow into our sales pipeline. Basically, it's a very simple, straightforward Google form. It collects the full name of the lead, the email is right here, company is there, and the product of interest. I'm just using two of these as examples so you guys know what exactly we are trying to do. So basically, this form can also be any form from your website. The concept is going to be same. All that we are collecting the information of the interested or the potential customer, and then this information will be used to generate a custom email for them using AI agent. Okay, let's write some sample data here. The full name I'm going to choose on, let's say, Ania Bob Cat, and I'm going to do GivingbackAI plus test lead@gmail.com. That's the email of the customer, potential customer. Company, I'm gonna say Fortuner 200. Okay, Inc. Then let's say I'm interested in the API product. Okay, now let's say as a customer I'm filling this form on the company. Now let's submit it. You see here it's submitted. Let's go to our form, Google form, and we can see it has been submitted just like that. Okay, let's do refresh and let me get rid of this extra row. Okay, now we have clean data. So the next step we are going to do is we are going to create a new workflow and at an instance. Let's start a new workflow just by going to the plus icon here. And then once you have this, what we can do now is we can get the lead data from this form, this spreadsheet, right? So let's go here, add the first step. Get, let's say, search for sheet, Google Sheet. Now here on row added, let's add a trigger. So as soon as the form is submitted or the row is added, this workflow gets executed. Let's rename this to get lead data. Okay, lead data is right there. Google Sheet account. I already created the trigger account. If you need help here, please go and check this video on your top right. There should be some card coming up here to help you set this account so you can connect your n8n to your Google Sheet. If you have already done this, feel free to ignore that. Let's go to the document. Let's go by the list and then find the document. Okay, what is the document going to be? Well, it's going to be the Jivika sales lead responses, right? This is the name of the file, and the sheet name will be the form response. Okay, as the row is set up, the trigger is set up on row added. Let's try to test this. Yeah, this is good. This is the data we have so far. Great. So we created the first step. So as per our design, what we are going to do is, you see here we are assisting with the pricing. So let's create a custom pricing for our customer. Okay, let's click here and then search for the code block. We are going to create pricing for that for the customer. Calculate pricing, the JavaScript, click this button, it will expand here. I'm gonna give you the code. You can also copy paste, and let me explain that in a second for you. Okay, just go here and I'm going to replace this. Okay, just like that. Basically, I'm going to have some base price. It's in the USD, but you can also choose yours. And then here we are applying the discount rate. Basically, the lead type is enterprise, giving us 10% or else 5%. Okay, but this is not really, I mean, for now we can consider every lead is getting this discount, so we can see exactly how this formula is working, and we are simply returning the calculation base price minus the discount rate, discount amount. Okay, price minus price times rate is gonna give us the discount amount. Great, so pretty straightforward there. Now let's execute this step. See here, so basically we supplied the base price to be 1500, but now the price for that lead is going to be 1425. And let's say sometimes we might want to change the discount rate, just like a flash sale, right? Let's say 45% off or 30% off. We can simply change this number and it's going to give that pricing for the lead. So now I see the price has not changed, so let's get rid of this, okay, this entire thing, and set our default discount rate to be 30%. You see here the price now is changed. Great, so let's go back, let's save this. Okay, the next step is now we have the lead data coming up here. Then we also calculated the base price for this lead. Now we need to create a draft email, right? So let's search for LLM chain. We are going to send this data to, or we are simply calling our LLM model to create a draft email for us. Okay, click on this model and here search for Google Gemini chat model. And if you do not have this credential set up, also again, please go and check that out. Video on the top right, there should be a card that will link a video to help you set this account. I am doing Google Gemini. You can also choose any other model of your choice, but yeah, this is what we are doing today. Let's go here, let's save it, let's refresh it. Okay, and if you notice, if you double click this model, let's rename this to make it more clear. Draft sales email. Okay, great. So what is this LLM chain doing? Well, we need to provide the prompt, so let's expand it. Well, for the prompt, what we are doing is we are providing this instruction to the LLM model: write a professional but friendly sales email in HTML format. Start the first line with subject, then on the next line provide HTML body, blah blah blah. Recipient email, we are extracting the data, and it's giving the exact instruction of what to do here. Include the warm greeting and call by name, for example, hello this. Offer them the product at the given price. Highlight 3 benefit in an unordered list. So what is the given price? Well, given price is actually this here, right? You can also drag and drop just like that. Unordered list, and end with a clear call to action link to learn more. Okay, so I'm placing this placeholder link here, but you can update this for your requirement if you need, just like that. Okay, this is the prompt for our LLM. Great, so now let's go back to our model and let's execute everything, make sure things are working. So far so good. Okay, let's see what happens up to here. Great, so it just executed. You can see subject is provided, all the HTML text is also generated by the LLM, but you see there's one problem here. What is that? Well, the problem is all the text that was returned by the LLM is now all the string characters, not just like subject is different, body is different, and I'm kind of confused what to do next, right? Well, the good thing is we have the data we need. We just need to unpack it. Well, how do you do that? Basically, we can use code block. Click on here and start a new code section, just like that. Run custom JavaScript. And in here, the input should be, let's add our input just like that. Just drag the output of this LLM chain to the code block and click on tidy up. So it will align things up for you. Just double click that. And what is the purpose of this node? Well, the purpose of this node is to split email subject and body, right? Well, what is the email subject, where we are getting data from? Well, let me show you the code, what we are doing exactly. Expand that, and right here we can see the raw content is basically the text from the LLM model, right? And we are trying to use a regex match to see, well, if there's any line that starts with subject, right? That's how we understand that this is the subject of the email. Well, so that's the pattern we are trying to capture here. And then we are trying to compare that with two cases. Well, if there is a match, basically saying if there is a subject word present in this raw content, we know what to extract under what portion. But if not, what we are going to do is simply body is going to be the raw content, but the subject, we are providing no subject provided, but you can also have some other subjects just like that. Hot deals today. Okay, just like that. This is a hard-coded subject line. Okay, now good. So let's go and test this. Let's see what happens. You see the text content is now extracted into subject and body differently. Great. So this is beautiful. Now what is next? Well, as a part of next step, what we are going to do is now we have the subject and body that we need for the email. We can simply send email, right? So let's use our beautiful Gmail node. Just like that, click here and then choose for the create email. Okay, here let's connect the nodes with previous node, tidy up, double click again. For the resource, operation is sent to, information is, well, we are sending this email to the lead, right? So we must get the email from here, from the form data, just like that. Let me copy that. Okay, good. Now for the subject line, you see we extracted the subject line from here, right? So just copy that subject just right here, and for the message is gonna be the body. Okay, beautiful, great. So let's go back to canvas, let's refresh it, let's see if we are able to send a subject or not. Let's execute the flow. Okay, it's taking some time to run. Now we see everything green. Let's go to our inbox. Let's refresh the page. Let's see. Great, beautiful. We see here it sent the email to us. Beautiful. Okay, I hope this. Hello, the lead name, first name, last name. I'm writing to you today from Fortune 200 Inc. Well, this is not right because this is actually the name of the company, name of the leads company. So we have some mismatch here in the prompt, but we see that the styling is done properly. Okay, the Fortune 250 200 Inc. team is right here. This is also a mistake. Okay, we need to fix this, but in general, we see that the integration is successful, just that we need to fix the data mapping part. We will take care of that in a second, but the beautiful part is it's generating the product of interest. Based on that, it is also grabbing the key benefits from the API as a product. So you see here, all these things are already customized for the lead. Great. So now, before we update our mapping data part, so let me show you one more step. So if you go to this form data here, right, company lead status is kind of blank. We never collected this data from the form. There is no field called lead status. It's only for our internal record. What is the status of the lead here, right? Well, now then we have sent the email to the potential customer or the lead. So we need to update that action in the spreadsheet. How do we do that? Well, let's add another node and say sheet, Google Sheets is here, and then update row in sheet is just like that. Okay, this is how we update the row in the sheet. And in here, what we need to do is select the Google account. Resource is gonna be sheet within the document. Update row, document is gonna be the sales lead, the first one, and sheet is gonna be the form response one. Mapping columns manually. Okay, great, no problem. What is the column to match? Well, let's just test for the email. We are matching the data based on the email. The email using to match is actually the lead email, right? So let's copy this email from here to this blank form. Now let's see what is the lead status value you want to update. Well, we can say contacted via email. This is the text. We can hard code it, and every time we send the email successfully, we can also update this column to be contacted via email. Okay, and then maybe get the time. Okay, actually it's recommended not to use the time. Let's keep it hard coded just like that. But if we need time, we can also create another column called email sent date, and update the column from here. But for now, let's just update a blank let's just update a hard-coded value. Okay, let's go back, let's save it again, let's execute the flow. Let's see if things are working fine or not so far. Beautiful. You see here the system integration in general is working. We see the email coming up here. Just refresh again, and you see unlock new potential with GivingbackAI API. Okay, this data we need to change, but in general the system integration is working as expected, right? And we also see these things are not repeated. You see these are three different benefits. Here it's giving us different benefits, so that means the message is definitely customized. But we also see the consistency in the pricing model here. The 1050 USD is same based on what is calculated by our workflow, right? This is great, this is beautiful. So at this point we are almost done, but what I'm gonna discuss next is a bonus resource. You can also stick around if you want, but basically we are trying to fix that mapping part. So if you click here in the prompt section, we never said, well, the email or the data we are getting is about the customer, right? And then we never mentioned that. So the flow or the LLM does not know that this is a data of the customer. Okay, so now from customer is actually from company is use the following details. This is not the company. Okay, well, from company is actually, let's call it the GivingbackAI Inc. Right? The price product is that. And let's add another prompt here. Let's say keep in mind the data, get lead data, or everything here. The following data, we can say just like that. The following data is about the lead, not the company who is sending the email. Okay, and then the data can be the full name. Okay, email is about this, and the company is actually the name of the lead company. And we can see here, this is the leads company. Okay, great. So we just updated a few things in our prompt. Now let's go back, save it, tidy up, and now execute the flow. Let's see what happens. Okay, let's give it a few more seconds. Beautiful. Let's go to our inbox, and you see here, beautiful. You see it's updating the data, metadata here. Unlock new possibilities for Fortune 200 Inc. Yeah, this is right. This is the information about the lead company with GivingbackAI API. We hope this email finds you well. We believe our API can significantly do this. And exactly what we wanted as the name of the sender's company. We believe this API can significantly enhance operations for lead company. Beautiful. This is exactly what we wanted, and we know this is a curated email because we see these three features are different from what we saw earlier and the one beyond, right? Great. So this is the exact demo of how we can use n8n, the power of n8n in combination with the LLM model to create a pipeline for our sales curation and conversion. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, please consider subscribing. It helps the channel a lot, and I'll see you guys next time. For those of you who are new here, this video is also part of our AI Engineer Bootcamp course. Be sure to check that out in the link in the description below.